Okay, in this video I'm going to go over the various options that you have for searching library materials from the library homepage. If you'll notice, the main focus of this page is the Search the Library box, and the default is Discovery Search. So Discovery Search was covered in that other video, so I won't go into detail, but Discovery Search, as you should know, is what we call our discovery layer, and it includes the 5-college catalog as well as many of our databases. So it's kind of an all-in-one search, and I would recommend is a good place to maybe start your searching, and then you can narrow into some of the communication databases if you're getting too many results. Another option in the drop down here is WorldCat, and WorldCat is essentially searching not just UMass libraries, but libraries around the world. And so obviously this will give you a lot more results. So you'll see here I've done a search for that, 141,000 results. And these are things that are not necessarily held by UMass. It's also got filters here. But this would be for something if you search Discovery Search and you just can't find anything. Search here, and this is going to broaden your search. So let's just say you wanted this Masculinity and Power book. It's a print book. And it sort of knows where you're coming from. And actually, in this case, it looks like Smith and Mount Holyoke have it, so it's part of the 5 colleges. Say you wanted to order that. In WorldCat, there's this green box. It says Request via Interlibrary Loan. So if you say, okay, I want this, I don't have time to go to Smith, I'm going to request it. And then you would log in with your NetID and username, and it would take you to a field, and it would automatically fill in all the details of the book. You would hit request, and then you would get notified when it came in. The other option here on the drop down is the 5-college catalog, and so this is just all 5 colleges, their book catalogs, ebook, physical media, so that's records, tapes, CDs. Yes, we still have records and tapes, VHS, lots of different things in here. So this one, 4,000, you'll notice that's not as many as the other one, so this is searching a much smaller database of material. And when you're in here, again, it'll tell you over here where you can find it. This particular book here at the top, it's 2019 on order, so pay attention to things like that. And if you actually want to go find a book, in this particular example, Race and Cultural Practice in Popular Culture, that Smith has it and UMass has it. And it's got this long number at the end with a date. This is what's called a Library of Congress call number, and this tells you where in the library it is. So every library has these particular book subjects in a different place, but they're usually all grouped together with other similar titles. So P96.R3152, that's just kind of Library of Congress gobbledygook for this subject. And that's the year it came out. So if you want that book, you can click on it. UMass has it, and it just makes sure you click on location and availability. It says available. Oh, it's out. It's not coming back till June 25th of 2019, so you'll have to wait. However, it is available at Smith College, so you could click on this request item. You would log in to your UMass, and you'd be able to request it via interlibrary loan. The next search option in the drop-down is the Commonwealth Catalog. The Commonwealth Catalog searches just Massachusetts public libraries as well as academic libraries. This has a lot of material as well. Again, this would be a place that you would go if you're striking out with Discovery Search or you're striking out with the 5-college catalog. This would be a place that you might want to go look for something. We don't have it. Say you wanted it, you could again request this item. There'll be this thing. You would log in. You're from UMass Amherst. Put in your library barcode, and your library barcode is on the back of your student ID card. The next option down in your list is the EJournals list. And EJournals is particular journals. So we have these packages, these databases, and inside these databases what you're searching are a bunch of periodicals of varying kinds. Some academic, some popular, newspapers, magazines, journal articles, academic journal articles. So if you knew the name of a particular journal, so let's do a search for communication. And this is essentially searching the titles of journals with communication in it. So here are the results. So let's look at communication and sport. So that's a journal. So you could get the full text here at EJournals. This will bring you to the page of that particular journal. And these are the available years that we have. And if there's an article that you find that's in an issue that's not listed here, we can also get that through interlibrary loan. Databases is the next option on here, and the databases will search all of the library databases, all 100 plus of them. You can search by keyword. This will not search inside the databases. This only searches the titles of databases. So this if you had a very specific thing like social media, there might be a database about that, but probably best to use really broad subjects. So in this case, we'll do communication. And this says it did a keyword search for communication and it found 31 databases. And some of these may be more relevant than others. And I'll just point out that most of this material is things that you cannot find on Google. So it's not quite the dark web, it's more like the gray web. This is material that's out on the web, but it's behind paywalls, meaning these companies paid to digitize these materials or collect these materials, and you have to pay to get access to them. It's a paywall. So that's why it's important to remember that these are materials that you can only find through these library databases. And the last option here on the Search the Library dropdown is Google Scholar. Google Scholar only searches scholarly sources, so it's like regular Google except it strips out anything that's not academic peer-reviewed article. So this is another place that you can search if you're striking out at different places, and you will have to then check to see if we have access to it. It might be a journal that we subscribe to, it might not. If it isn't, again, you can request it via interlibrary loan. So you'll see it recognizes that I'm at UMass, so it has this little get full text via UM links. And what this does is it searches our databases to see if we have access to this journal. And so you'll get this screen. Here's the title. Here's of the article. Here's the journal, Gender and Society. So we have full text access through EJournals. Click on that, and here's the article, and you can read it. Thanks for watching.